Did I do it? Am I live? Am I live? Because OBS is saying disconnected, reconnecting in 40 seconds, but I think I'm live. I'm slightly concerned about what it's going to do in 40 seconds. But, I guess we'll find out here in a minute. So, there's this. This is unfathomably frustrating. And I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about it. Now, let me make sure OBS isn't going to pull some weird shit here in a second. Because it thinks it's disconnected. But no. We're good. Okay. So the credits ended. At least it didn't just flash this up and then have it go away. And I'd be like, well, I'm live, but you missed it. But it did. The credits. They're identical. And then at the end of the credits, a diss. With, like, straight up fucking everything. Is neat. Bowser's just chilling on the roof, though. So I guess we're going with the Bowser's not horrendously evil approach to things this particular video game. Is neat. I feel like I'd be way more appreciative if I didn't have to just fucking wrestle Time Warner Cable to death twice in the ending sequence. But, you know, count on Time Warner Cable to literally kill a full week of work by shitting on the 100% ending. But I believe that's it. We have the everything now. Only thing that will be left to do, I want to do a science. If I could relatively quickly get to 999 moons, I want to. Just to do it. And I think the best way to do it is here. But I need to see how many coins I get out of that thing, because it might not be that many. All the places we have to bring a seed, it takes you up into like a flying bonus kingdom, have a ton of coins. I think Wooded Kingdoms is by far the best, because it has massive racks of coins, and you collect all of them with cabbage. So I want to see how many coins I get out of this. See if I can buy out 999 moons just for get fucked idiot. At this point, other than if you get anything for 999 moons, that's the spoiler game for Mario Odyssey. That's the 100% I care to do. I don't know what the last two captures are. Honestly, I don't give a flying shit. We did it. I got every purple coin even. And every... Why am I walking like some kind of fucking plebeian? This game doesn't have fast travel. Take me here. But what are the two... Yeah, what two captures do I not have? I'm guessing it's like a rock. A moon is 100. Alright, I have to bring your seat up here. You go to capturing his frog levels, a quick 72 coins, and walk in and out. I feel like this would be better, but... Because this will give me several hundred. Oh, also I can just grab this guy every time I come out. He gives me what? Oh, I have to stay on him while they're digging. He's 30 every time I come in and out. What is it? Piranha plant, flower piranha plant? How do you capture them? They just eat your hat. how do you possess them? Oh, you kick a rock in their mouth. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I did the whole game not knowing that. I had no idea you could take them. So let's see, we're at almost exactly 500. So let's see how many coins this gives me. There's plenty left to do. We're gonna farm coins, you fuck. Because you get these entire sheets. That's like 300. It's about 300 every lap. Ah, it's like 200. I can't round up that high. That's only about 200. 200. And you can pull 30 out of king in it every time. That's not bad. That would take quite a while to farm 9,000 though. Take a minute. 212. 212, so 242 counting the coin purse. Let me just go right back in. So you can't power farm it like the cap one. Because you gotta climb back up every time. Bowser Kingdom one is 200, it's faster. It is faster. This one's also not terribly fast. The problem with the Bowser Kingdom one is it's way easier to miss them. It's much easier to miss Bowser Kingdoms. It takes 1 to 2 minutes to prep this one. It takes like 20 seconds to prep this. That's true, I can just run exactly straight forward. Damn it, I missed my more to do it that way. So I don't touch any sticks, I just literally grab the flowers and don't touch anything. Fair enough. So what's faster? The Cap farm or the Bowser Kingdom farm? Bowser's you can definitely set back up a lot faster. That guy being here is definitely a bonus to this one, honestly. Let's go try a different one. Let's go try a different one. So, we have finished this game completely. It's obviously very, very done. Very, 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 very done. Next, we're going to play Ass Creed. And the reason we're going to play Ass Creed is because Origins actually looks pretty cool, and I really want to play it. I want to play it a lot. It looks really interesting. The fact that they've completely redesigned the combat to not just be press X at people is pretty fucking fantastic. The difficulty is I have to get it installed, which you may have noticed my internet is very bad. I brought the Xbox One into this room, you know, to play on it like I have many times before, and connected to the Wi-Fi like I have many times before, and purchased Assassin's Creed Origins, and then it kicked me off of our Wi-Fi. And since then, it has never reconnected. So I own it on Xbox One. But I have no idea how to install it. Only thing I can think of is to, like, literally take the box into a different room, plug into the modem directly, install everything, and then bring it back in here. But it's a Ubisoft game, right? If I'm not on Uplay, they're gonna let me play? Will they let me play without constantly being connected to Uplay? Because I have apparently no way to connect my internet, or my Xbox to the internet because it no longer recognizes my Wi-Fi. Let me give my money though. Told me to fuck off ever since then. The problem with this one is it's really slow because I gotta throw the acorn like 7 times. I have the PowerPort Ethernet thingies coming, but they won't be here until Tuesday. And I can't even guarantee it'll be before stream. So if I have to be connected to Uplay, we're fucked. This is still gonna take a while. So like, I think I'm fucked. I think I'm fucked for playing Askery tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to. There's no way they're gonna make me play without being connected to Uplay. Or let me play without being connected to Uplay, rather.
Thanks, Quid, for giving me something to laugh at whilst wanting to cry because I've got an essay due in 15 hours, and I haven't started it yet.
Well, probably started. There's gonna be my recommendation. Yeah, and this only gives you 40 less coins, and it's much, much faster. The setup is faster, and the actual run is faster. So what are we at? We're at 910. So I need 89 moons. Moons are 100 apiece. I need 8,900 coins. Which honestly isn't gonna take that horribly long. But at this point, the stream is... I'm just doing this and then I'm gonna hop off. I just want to see what happens for 999. I want to get the... I guess not the true full 100%, because if you were doing it true and full, then you would buy all the fucking costumes, which means I would need to farm another, I think, 7 grand. I think it's another 7 grand. Maybe 6 grand. I think it's actually 6 grand. So yeah, a little bit of bonus stream time. So what's up, chat? Fucking AMA time while we're just running this course over and over again to get 8.9k. So I can get 999 moons. So I can have the most done file of Odyssey there's ever been. How you guys doing? Hopefully we'll be able to start Assassin's Creed tomorrow. That depends entirely on whether Ubisoft will allow me to play a console game while not connected to the internet. It's only gonna be... worst case till Tuesday, because Tuesday will have the power line adapter. Yeah, this is probably the optimal coin farm. Guess this costume left your wallet bone dry. It did, but I really wanted to be a spiky skeleton. Yeah, we can't play Askery tomorrow. We have both Rabbids to finish up, which we could, I'm sure, definitely be done one stream. We still have Rabbids, and we still have the Breath of the Wild playthrough we're doing, where I want 100% the shrines, but that's really not a priority. That's definitely a maybe someday. Breath of the Backburnered. I don't know if I'll actually come back to that file until the next DLC comes out. Who's worse, Starby or Time Warner Cable? Time Warner Cable has killed my job for months. Starby only killed it for like 2 weeks. Time Warner Cable. I also, well, Then again, Time Warner Cable's 60 bucks a month, and Starview was like 1,300. It's a hard one. I don't know. That's a difficult one. Trip of the Hollow Knight Halloween expansion? No, because I would really like it if they just did a real DLC. Like, I don't hate the fact that they're adding content somewhat regularly, but Hollow Knight has added, what, 2 dream bosses? And then another 2 bosses and 1 area? 2 areas, maybe? Like, I would love it if they would just release DLC. Like, just make a DLC that's a real thing. That's like a full experience and not a boss or 2, Hollow Knight. Because I'm not going back to you for like 2 bosses. That does slow this down a bit. I refuse to accept that. Does slow this down a little. Yeah, Wolfenstein 2 is also on the table at some point. It's just like, Wolfenstein was okay. Everyone seems to worship the altar of Wolfenstein for some reason. Like, it was alright. Like, it's like Metro. I didn't care enough to play Last Light after I played 2033 because 2033 was okay. It was a game. The campaign was sort of fighting the, like, whenever it didn't let you be stealthy and just made you face fight stuff, it got really shitty for a while. You never even got an opportunity to use half the guns because you got them so late in the game. I don't know. I wasn't a human. The Wolfenstein was fun, but very much just a shooter. Just a shooter with a fairly interesting story. Just try to copy at something too. This, I mean, if we're going to fallback stuff, there's a huge list of stuff I need to play. I haven't. People worship Wolfenstein because it's an old series, and because it's fresher than whatever Call of Duty or Battlefield are spewing. I mean, I guess in 2017 that's correct. This brings me back to the thing I've always said. The gaming industry as a whole, like, this is gonna take so long. I don't even know if I care enough to do this, actually. I have to run this, but it's 200 coins. I have to run this like 40 more times. I actually don't care that much. This game was fun. I don't care to do this 40 more times to get 9,000 coins. So we are going to cease that right there and call that because I'm literally just gonna do that over and over and over again. But before we go, this obviously needs to get added to something. The question is, where? What am I talking about, you ask? Well, I have this here big ol' notepad file. Too big. Too big. We've gone too big. There we go. Obviously, I need to put this on the list. This game was pretty good. I liked Odyssey. How much did I like Odyssey? I demoted Snake Pass out of C tier. It's not Game of the Year worthy. It was just really fun, though. Mentons. Oh, here, let me fix this for you guys. There you go. So, I I'm thinking... here. At the bottom of A tier. I think right here is my current thought process. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was a good 3D Mario. Was it super amazing? Not really. It was great. It's kind of just... it was kind of just... a really good 3D Mario. In fact, I don't even think it's the best 3D Mario. I think the Galaxies were both categorically better than Odyssey. Odyssey had way more things in it, sure. But seriously, I gotta say, like 50% of the moons you get just walking around. Like they're literally just they're just there. You just walk up and grab them. And there's not, it's also, I'm serious, how easy it is really hurts it. We say it as a meme all the time. I just wish this game was harder. I really sincerely do. There was one hard section of Odyssey, and that was the darkest side of the moon challenge. Honorable mentions. But even the darkest side of the moon wasn't that bad, difficulty-wise. The biggest problems were losing a bunch of health to glitchy-ass fucking fling forks half the time. And it had one part. It had one part that was hard. And that was just the flinging yourself up with the Pecky Bird. And the only reason that was so hard is because you would instantly die if you failed. You had to start the whole thing over. So even the darkest side of the moon part wasn't that hard. It took a long time because I just got to the point where I just kind of started throwing myself at it. And again, there's an instant death section right near the end that makes you completely restart, and it's pretty long. And yeah, maybe just coming out right after Hat in Time, which was a better game, hurts it. Because fuck me, Hat in Time was good. Hat in Time was so good. So I think that's going right there. Hat in Time was... the only thing I'm debating is putting it above Nio. It's definitely not above Cuphead. Cuphead was fantastic.
This is Brian with Nintendo customer service. We have been informed you did not give the latest Super Mario a flawless review. We will arrive shortly to end your miserable life. We hope this will rectify your gripes with the game. Thank you.
Sorry, Nintendo Senpai. It was good. You have one in the S tier. Nintendo Senpai. You're the only non-indie dev that made it into the S tier this year, so come on, like, you're good. I also think I'm doing this. I'm gonna boop that down. But it's gonna go... Who would win? The AAA dev that literally birthed the platformer genre, or One Hat Girl? Nio's DLCs definitely hurt it. The DLCs were not good. The first DLC was alright. The second DLC was miserable. I didn't even buy the third DLC. I'm kind of glad I didn't get the season pass then. Nio's DLCs hurt it a lot. The base game was definitely the best experience. And my saddest thing is they just kept tacking more New Game Pluses on the Nio, which would have been cool if they did more with them. Which they did once when they added in the Dark Phantoms, which still wasn't a bunch. I think it goes there. I think right below Nio. Just inside the A tier. I think that's a good place to sit Super Mario Odyssey. It's definitely on the list. And it was definitely really good. But when we go to the best games of 2017 list, this has been a fucking fantastic year for video games, as you can see. And this list is some really, really stiff competition. So, by no means am I saying I did not really... I 100%ed it. I enjoyed the shit out of this. I did also 100% Hat in Time, I guess. So I've actually 100%ed a lot of stuff recently. What separates B tier from C tier? A large gap. The tiers, the only reason I put the tiers on here is to divide them into, like, up here in S tier. I don't really care what kind of games you're into. If you on a list of hobbies would write video games as your first entry, you need to play all of these games. Everything in the S tier was fucking amazing. It was beautiful. They're absolutely must-plays. I really thoroughly enjoyed the majority of my time playing all of the A-tier games and would absolutely recommend them. Even if you're not usually into that kind of game, checking them out. These are pretty good. These are like, we're getting down into like the 8.5 out of 10s now down here. Like, this was a pretty good game. It was fun. But, I mean, if it's not your kind of thing, probably don't worry about it. It doesn't appeal to that big of an audience. It's not like a standout in genre or anything. We're getting down to like the 7.5s down here. Like, this was good. This game was good. This was a game and it was good. And that's, and then, which I guess, if we're going with that, we'll just delete this entirely and throw Snake Pass in C tier, I guess. It just feels weird putting Snake Pass on a best games of 2017 list. But really, I fucking loved it. The moment you dropped Divinity 2 down from C to B, I have never gone back and finished it. I've just never gone back and finished it. Of the games that were good, this is one of them. I mean, honestly, I'd put Andromeda in the C tier. But it's really hard for me to put a game that I haven't even bothered to go beat higher than C tier. But if Divinity gets sustained here, we'll fucking throw Mass Effect in here too. It can hang out. It was fun. And then I got bored and stopped playing it. The biggest thing that holds this back is it's not really fun enough for me to just play by myself. So this is a good place to end playable. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. Alright, that's what I'm leaving this for right now. These two is the toughest choice on the table. Hollow Knight versus the Sexy Brutale for number 1. That's the hardest choice. That's really tough. I don't know how to divide these. Honestly, the whole S tier is really hard. This is a tough one, too. Breath of the Wild Hat in Time is also really hard. The only reason I put Breath of the Wild above Hat in Time is just sheer amount of time I played it. Because Hat in Time was really fun, and then we 100%ed it, and now it's over. Breath of the Wild, I've played an absurd amount of time Breath of the Wild. Like, I've put way too much time into this. But these two for top, that's tough. As good of a year as this has been, though, once again, there is a single not indie game in the S tier. One! There's one AAA game in the S tier, and it's Zelda. That's like cheating. Obviously, the Zelda game's S tier. And I said this same thing last year and the year before, where in 2015, the easy game of the year was Undertale. No fucking contest. And for the last 2 years, I've said repeatedly, I was disappointed and that was a bad thing. But you know what? I don't know that it is. I don't know that it's a bad thing so much as a market shift. I think the fact that for the last couple of years, consistently the best games of the year have been indie games, or if not the single best, the majority of the best list has been indie games, is more indicative of the way things are changing. And that companies like EA can't just get away with fucking tearing BioWare into small pieces and killing them. Yeah, I was talking about my fucking top 2017 game list.
Oh, I see. What do we got?
Because I was trying to figure out where to put Super Mario Odyssey on it, and I think it goes there.
Yeah.
Bottom of the A tier.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You like Nio? You like Nio more than that?
That was what I was debating. I was debating between Nio and Super Mario Odyssey, like which to put higher. I ended up on Nio. Yeah.
How is Breath of the Wild not 1 or 2?
Because Hollow Knight and the Sexy Retail exist.
No, I'm saying Sexy Retail, I get it. Hollow Knight, solid game, but not fucking Breath of the Wild solid.
Have you played Hollow Knight?
Yes.
Have you beaten Hollow Knight?
Yes.
All the way?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
You don't think it's like, I don't know.
It's phenomenal, but like Breath of the Wild. Hollow Knight, I like played and I saw it and I was like, this is cool, and I beat it and I was like, wow, that was incredible. But then like Nintendo.
Come over here. See if
Oh,
we're gonna clear you by the mic. I'm ending stream, but like if we're gonna talk while I'm still on it, come over here so we can conversate.
But no, like Breath of the Wild, it was just like they whispered it. They were like, Breath of the Wild's coming, and I just immediately shit my pants. Like it just happened instantly. So I was like, oh, okay, so that's the best game coming out for years. I get it.
I mean, no, it's really good.
Yeah.
I
I like how
don't.
there's only Prey in me. Like,
Yeah, because I'm like, because there's
Nothing
like a
else is-
big.
there's
Because
either-
it's definitely better than like Andromeda and
Yeah.
Divinity, but it's definitely worse than like Cuphead and Super Mario
Yeah.
Odyssey.
I just
So-
I just love it because it's just like everything is either Super Mario Odyssey or trash except for this game.
I mean,
Like,
well, because
'cause
Prey
it's
was
the only-
solidly in the middle. Like,
Yeah.
Prey was good.
Yeah, I just
it
kind
wasn't.
of enjoyed Prey.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That's
you're just-
exactly what the B
you-
tier
you
is. Like,
had-
I liked this game.
Yeah, you played it and you're
If
just
somebody
like,
asked me, "Hey, how was Prey?" I'd be like, "It was pretty good. You should get it."
yeah, exactly.
But it wasn't like you need to play this fucking game right the fuck now. Like the rest
No,
of
fuck that
these.
guy. No, exactly.
Here comes
I-
them Joe Stars. If we were streaming last night, you'd be Joe Stars. To
uh,
be fair, first stream I wouldn't have conceded immediately because I mean, I
quit.
definitely still could have won that, but I was
I mean,
just so
yeah.
fucking salty
Yeah.
at that. I was like, fuck this shit.
It's reasonable.
Like,
I see
flip
it.
table. If it wouldn't, if it wouldn't destroy several $100 worth of
Oh, yeah,
bottles,
it's
and
fucking
also the table to flip the
melt
table,
everything.
I would flip the table.
Oh yeah,
But
no, like I wish I was so rich that I could melt bottles. Like I wish that was a thing, cause like I would just grab.
I'm gonna figure out which sniper it is someday.
No, I know that. I mean, I would melt yours. Like I wouldn't melt mine, cause mine don't technically do anything wrong. It's
You just
that
melt the
they're shot-
Castellans after
Yeah,
the
I
third
mean,
consecutive
yeah.
game where they kill all your Gene Stealers
Exactly. I
on turn
just
one.
put each one in each hand and just punch them into a fire because like they just make me so mad. And then I just come back tomorrow and be like, "Here's a new set of Castellans," and give those to you.
So, chat, I'm gonna go. You save this here. Document.
Wait, can I physically do this? Wait, there it is.
That's the camera.
Yes, I know where the
The
camera is.
camera's
Thank
up there.
you.
Okay. I'm gonna hop off. I will see you guys tomorrow, 4 p.m. EST. Ideally, I can find a way to get Assassin's Creed Origins installed. I'm gonna have to lug the Xbox out somewhere else to install it, obviously, so I can plug it in, or unplug my computer's Ethernet for a bit and plug in the Xbox or something. But that's probably easier. I'll just do that while I'm not on the computer. And hopefully, it doesn't require me to actively be on Uplay, or we're going to have a problem.
Fuck you, man.
We'll find out tomorrow. Worst case scenario, play Mario Rabbids. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We did it. We 100% of the Odyssey. Good night, guys.
Thank you.